Previously, our entire fleet was badly destroyed and being repaired. Pieces were everywhere, and many named ships were lost. Some ships have survived, but with it, we have wiped out this entire sector of cultists. Now, our true goal is evident. Phelim, the 16 to 18. This is the highest seat of cultist power. The Cabal of Sol will meet our entire force. Frigates, destroyers, cruisers, missile gunboats and the like. Can our entire armada destroy everything, which are, I'd say, about 10 levels higher than our average ship? Or will our entire force die? It's our final gasp, our final assault, we're going in. The first stage is pure rebuilding from the losses. There are dead stations and ships everywhere, and new ships are being pumped out. At base, dozens of Mark 9 frigates are being created. At any one time, resources are flowing into it. Ship-wide battles with the fleet forming are everywhere. As you can see, ships are dead over here, and a huge amount of stuff over here in the Ion Storm, which has killed many ships. But the fleet is still forming, as you can see. And there we go, the scouting wave is landing. Let's go see what the locals have in store. 3 ships, 2 destroyers, and the Lapsus. The original Lapsus, we have more now. The rest of the fleet will move in once you figure out how dangerous this place truly is. Well, there's definitely lots and lots of their transports here. Sikiro, not sure what that is. Heading towards this target area, we already have enemy contacts next to the hyper relay jump. Oh, we already have lots of contacts next to the hyper relay jump. Maybe I should have pulled in the actual fleet. Oh my god, how many? 11 versus 3. They should be smaller targets, but there's a lot of smaller targets. 5. Okay, 5's the minimum. That should be doable, but this could also be problematic. How are we going to do against this? We already have 14. There's a 14 on the field. Okay, we're engaging with destroyers on the Eludra and the Dyad. The Eternal's already being smoked, but the Lapsus should be able to take out the rear with the gear. Burn out that cockpit. There we go. If it doesn't have cockpits, it can't fight. The unnamed destroyers attacking the Eludra. The Atria is being picked the hell off. Great news. The destroyers having trouble. I don't see any of the bigger ships, but they're still pouring in. Just keep firing, eventually you'll kill them all. The unnamed one is now engaging the Apostles' Door, and they are missile gunboats. Great news, another Dyad is going down. It is on fire. None of these smaller ships have any way of turning the fire off. Luckily, the Lapsus beam is here. Entire ships will melt due to this thing. Eternal turnaround, you've lost the entire side. Most of the rear. You've lost the reactor. You have to lose the second reactor, dear. Please. Either way, initial scouting has confirmed enemy positions everywhere. The destroyers and the cruiser have officially cleansed the local point. Let's bring in the rest of the fleet and repair and rearm the Eternal. Yeah, look at that beam. Once it targets, the entire thing just melts. Extra damage? Oh yes. While the Eternal is rebuilding from the remnants of the dead ships, another destroyer has been brought in along with 4 of the unnamed support frigates. I say 4 unnamed. Lofi's here. Will Lofi die? Let's find out. Either way, they are going scouting deeper. Minor repairs for you. Good. You are mostly repaired. Good. Lost a couple of engines. And the Eternal, yeah, you might be in trouble, but you are repairing. You lost 16 people. Alright, we'll bring some more in back on the ship. It looks to me like there's at least 3 stations known. They're usually by planets. This might be one as well, maybe 4. But let's Neville them and see what the defences are like. And while they're out checking on the targets, let's bring in the second cruiser. The second Lapsus, the Mark 9, is an older model. Ironically, the Mark 9 was changed. It's not the best. It's equipped fully. It has 2 unnamed support ships and 2 unnamed Ranger ships. The Ranger is a dual railgun weapon system. We need more long-range support forces, so I've brought in several of these. And that force is moving to support the slow construction of the Eternal. Back in the distance, the Destroyer Scout Force is still heading out there, finding new things. Are you even a useful new thing? You are. You're a jump beacon, I guess useful-ish. Carry on heading towards the station, scout it. Or the Scout Force gets distracted and hits a missile ship. Tier 16, one of the unnamed ships is already going. Oh my god, going. What is that? Minor issues. Oh my god, that thing is huge. So this is a tier 16. Remember, we're facing 16 to 18, so there's bigger fish to fry. One of the scout ships is down. That is coolsies. There are so many missiles and flat cannons on this thing. I just need to burn bit. There is so many missiles. Okay, you do not want to be there. You want to be on this side. Stay this side. Do not get in front of the laser beam. You're in front of the laser beam. Don't be in front of the laser beam. I think the scout force has gone down. Oh my god. We all have to come in full force. If this is just a tier 16, what the hell's a tier 18 going to look like? The scout speeder has been brought down. This force has basically been annihilated. This was unexpected for first assault. Oh my god. Get that beam in there. Get that beam in there. That's it. No. Oh, you've lost the front. Oh, okay. The entire scout force is gone. Good luck, you're getting out of here. So, minor losses have been reported. The scout force has been killed. Oh, it got away now and just carries on its journey. Cool. Did it just explode? It's not dead! It's not dead, I just couldn't spot it. Oh, did we do anything? Either way, a new scout force is being sent in. More forces have officially jumped in. The Lapsus Mark 7, the original, along with a piece of ship, is being sent to scout. 2 destroyers have been sent in. The injured one is still being repaired. The Eternal's been replaced by the Ruins. And even more frigates are now officially here, along with the second Lapsus. However, none of that apparently matters because a Mark 17 has just found us. The Ruins is being ruined. Oh my god, the side is on fire. I think this ship has more, oh my god. The engines! Destroyer get to here! Destroyer get to here! Just point defense the whole bloody thing! The front of the Ruins is ruined! Oh my god, the missiles! I need more point defense ships. The Ruins may have just been destroyed. Tier 17 is quite clearly for significantly... Oh yeah, now you're trying to flee? Quite clearly for more vicious ships. We are a fleet-based force. We aren't designed to have any super ships. Luckily, we can burn through. We have lots of... Oh my god. Ships which can deal with... Look at it, just leaving. You can't just leave. Luckily, the heat goes through this thing like butter. Melted butter. Even as protecting this, as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit of EMP'd. Things are catching fire. The Ruins... Oh, the Ruins has lost nearly everything. Ruins, get out of there. The Ruins is basically gone. We're losing chunks of the Lapsus. The other destroyer is trying to get in. We have melted huge chunks of it. It is basically a wreck. The problem we're having... Oh my god, there we go. The problem we're having is, of course, there's a lot of it. Luckily, there's a lot less of it. And the front of the Lapsus just went down. It's lost its main gun. They keep telling me to have a second gun. I should have listened. This is now where we have so many other ships. Oh my god, this is bad. So more repairs and the second cruiser are going to have to be sent out. Why? Because the first cruiser's missing some of it. Like, we are winning. This thing is going to burn to death eventually. But it has just killed 2 destroyers and a cruiser. God, the Lapsus is still trying to fire what's left. As you can see, it is on fire, so it is going to go down. It's just taking time. I need to repair losses. Luckily, the Ruins survived, and the Lapsus is technically enough there. That's not dead either, but oh my god. A 16 and a 17 have already killed multiple destroyers and frigates. Yeah, just explode, you little sod. Oh, I need repairs. Oh, I need so many repairs. Luckily, this one is repairable at the scene of the crime. This is going to require... Oh, there's enough dead ship here to replace my ship. Only it's blocked by pieces of my current ship. Okay, fine. We can actually repair the Lapsus from here. Good. And the Ruins technically survived. Oh, it's on fire. Oh, it's completely on fire. Well, there's been a few issues, I guess. But, you know, at least this is repairing. We'll get more crew for it. The Ruins has been saved. The unnamed ship has been saved. The Milstein is still dead. Yes, I prioritised the Ruins over this because this wasn't on fire. And it's time to send in the next wave of ships. Although the Mark 9 is becoming the Mark 10, I have plans. And with time and effort, the Lapsus Mark 10 is over here. I've saved this one as the Mark 10, but this is the new design. As you can see, I overlaid it and then cut some things off. Although, the main thermal resonance lance is on fire. So the difference between this one and the other one, is it has 2 beams at the back. We'll see if it works momentarily, because that's going to go avenge the scout fleet. Semi-good news. The Mark 10 has scouted out the new area. I say new. It scouted out the newer graveyard. Is there any survivors we can save? That really exploded. There's a piece of the Speedle there. There's a piece of the Loafy V2 there. I don't know it's salvageable. There's a bit more to Speedle. Alright, I don't think there's anything here we can rebuild off of, so I'm just going to salvage the resources and bring in more destroyers and frigates from the remains. And the scouting does in fact confirm, oh my god, a tier 18. Holy, that is a beam and a half. I'm engaging it. I'm kind of curious to see how well this ship does, so I'm engaging it right now. 2 of the 3 beams are locked on. It is trying to surrender. I'll take it. Okay, the heat is transferring to multiple locations. Obviously, it's not as strong as a singular beam, but 3 beams might be the future. And the bigger problem is when we get engaged by the testers. Okay, Lapsus Mark 10, congrats, you're engaging whatever that is. Actually, no, that's going to be a trader. Okay, huge chunk of this thing is on fire. Good. Unfortunately now, the front is focusing. Start going that way. Oh, the front is super... Oh, that's not actually that focused. I think the Mark 10 is going to go down here. Oh, great news. The other Lapsus is being engaged by tier 14. A Hymn of Radiance. Turn and burn. Okay, you're unnamed. Go scout out that. We're going to have to pull in more forces. That's actually coming forwards. That wasn't a transport. Okay, this is also a tier 14. Okay, all ships go, move and engage. Okay, the Eternal's here. I don't know if it's the original Eternal, but it is here. Everyone else, turn and burn. You are full-on mob tacticsing it. I'll check in a second. How are we doing over here? We have a second, Mankalinen. That tier 14 is going to take out the ruins. The unnamed is being peppered. That's fine. Over here, what are you? Are you just a missile? Oh my god, you're a missile and laser. Well, that's one unnamed ship. The rest of the fleet is on the way. Good. Back at the Lapsus, I'm going to assume it did not succeed. It's subtle, but I feel that way. It's weird. How did we do? We're still firing. Okay, keep firing. Set as much of it on fire as possible. The more fire, the better. Okay, yeah, I'm going to say that will die eventually. Back over here, this thing is still surviving, but it's on fire. The ruins is engaging. The unnamed ship is engaging. This thing is basically gone. We are taking major hits to the rear, but I need to kill this one before we turn and burn it. The Horde is engaging. That is fine. Let's start moving ships around. Glarfer, go there. Dragon Man, go there. Let's have the Harin move to here. Okay, another ship has gone. God, you can tell which one's a new, can't you? They turn sideways to engage like Muppets. There we are. Burn some of its missile launch positions. The Harin. Are you a missile boat, Harin? The Cones is down. The Glarther's down. The unnamed is engaging, really. They're meant to be backed up by destroyers and cruisers. Right now, mate, one cruiser's down. Another cruiser is engaging this. Luckily, that is basically gone now. But its friend is melting me. Luckily, this is shooting it in the rear. The unnamed ship is still fighting. Maybe we can get the beam down there. Maybe we can get the beam down there, be happy. Okay, that's still fighting. We're holding here. The Hymn of Radiance is on fire. The Melkaline is, I don't know, being microwaved. The thing's superheated again. How's the Horde going? The Horde has lost some ships, but the Polaris is being slowly stripped of all dignity. This is not a good way for a ship to go, especially a ship of the line. There was a good test on the cruiser, which we will go and salvage as soon as they're not hostile to us because they're Muppets. And we'll keep on fighting. So I will say the railguns are doing effectively. I'm glad the Rangers are officially here. Frigates are made to melt. We can easily get more of them. Obviously, a few have been a bit more damaged than expected, but we can repair and replace. That's ramming it. Yeah, we officially killed that. We'll be needing more missiles and ammo for our ships. More destroyers will definitely be needed. But this is a dead ship. It just doesn't know it yet. Alright, let's rearm and re-equip for the next assault. And back over here with the other Lapsus, as you can see, this thing is dying. There's massive amounts of dead ship everywhere. But the fire beam... Oh, that's on fire. The fire beam has officially killed this target. So the other Lapsus class cruiser has in fact survived. I don't know how effective it was because it's in a third, but it still won the fight against a significantly more powerful foe. Oh my god, the Polaris. So either way, we're going to rearm, repair and rebuild. Some ships have been repairing. Let's start pushing on that station. It's been several in-game hours of rebuilding. This is now like the Lapsus Mark 12. It now has 2 more radiators back here. Missile area here has been completely removed. It was never used. And then 2 more radiators on each side. So there's now 6 extra radiators. There's another 8 extra thermal batteries. So should be able to fire for longer and consistently. But I've not been able to find out because, of course, I've been rebuilding it. Luckily, the Orion over here has exploded. And apparently the Hymn of Radiance at some point just caught fire and finished itself off too. And back at landing point, Naglatha and another frigate are over here, because as I jumped in the termite supply ship, more and more transports keep appearing. So these two are going to stay here and pick off the locals. Because the more locals I kill, the more resources I have, the more ships I can build. So we're still wanted, we're preparing for the next assault with all of my bigger ships. Although I don't think I'm going to get very much from this. It looks like it has some resources, but not enough. Because of our cruiser next to their station, and it's still wanted, the wanted sign is staying on, which means I am now officially hunting down more and more transports. The more resources they have, the better it is for me. I have enough resources just from the stuff dead near the landing point to build a destroyer already, and a couple more support frigates. And despite the arduous journey, all resources are still coming back to Omicron-Loray, our forward base in the previous sector. So we have new stuff like this M-Frigate, which has been converted into a flak frigate. These are going to be deployed liberally to defend against the missiles we are now facing. More ship designs are coming online. But welcome, extremely late to the game, the flak frigate Mark 1. One minor issue we're having while pushing forward is because we're constantly wanted, there are still warships moving about. And some of these warships are quite powerful. Like this one here, currently the Lapsus is hunting it down. And as you can see, the hunting it down phase is not going well. It can't quite keep up with the Cassiopeia. Now luckily, the Dragon Man can. The Dragon Man can. So it's going to go behind it and get the target range for this. But as you can see, I'm leaving pieces of the Lapsus around. Now I have moved it. There is now a reactor at the back. It's about to detonate. Because as you can see, the shield gen is just not shield generational enough. So there's still minor issues. Now, the enemy also has a targeting and speed problem, which is great news, I guess. But they've also changed things around so that armor doesn't catch fire anymore. Which is an annoyance, I will say. I liked it when the armor caught fire, but here we are. More heavier armor on the front of this thing. That's just, oh, yeah, this is, oh, yeah. Okay, more heavier armor. Ignoring that and the inevitable repairs we're going to have to do on the original Lapsus, the Mark 10 is still inside the debris field, and they're going to push on to the station. Now, I don't really want to kill the station straight away, because once the wanted sign goes, the next wave arrives, but we're pushing forward with the Lapsus and 2 Imperial destroyers. Yeah, we'll work more on this. The front of this just needs to be heavier armor. Oh, there goes the reactor. So the entire front of this is gone. Ignoring that, we've pushed on to Nervalum Station. As you can see, of all the defensive positions, a lot of them seem to not exist anymore. There is a Pontiff, which is a trade ship by the looks of it. I might try and leave. And Nervalum Station itself, well, the destroyers aren't needed. Oh, it just escaped, yeah. Isn't really needed. So, Lapsus is going to finish off this station because nothing's there. And then we're going to salvage it and build even more ships. Oh, Pontiff jumped back in. The other Lapsus is dead. Cool. The other Lapsus has been hollowed out. Either way, at the very least, we have the resources to rebuild it because this station cannot and will not fight back. Even this medium ion platform isn't shooting. And now its reactor's on fire, so it's going to go bada boom. Ah, frick me, something's engaging the other Lapsus. I think it's another one of those railgun ships. Alright, we're moving to engage. Apparently just having it off doesn't help. We have a small frigate force. The 2 destroyers are moving in. They pulled out too fast. The Lapsus is turning, but it's taking too many hits. But he's just evering out a saddle suit? Oh, this looks even more devastating. I'm going to lose ships. Great news. There's trails of wreckage and dead ships everywhere. I wasn't going to show it because it's boring, but I literally cannot catch the retreating railgun ships. I either stay in their position and take all their hits, or I just let them go and they stay out of range and I take all the hits. Either way, I take all the hits. Like, look at this one as it slowly tries to kill this unnamed ship. No, stop it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't go around behind it or in front of it. Look, don't go in front of it. They do great things. Like, its entire position is over here. All you have to do is keep going that way. Instead, they stay in front to get picked off. Great news. I've got the lapses up and running again, and it's already wiping out my destroyers. Oh, come on, Ranger. Yeah, this thing is just annoying. Turn. Oh, that Mark 8 destroyer is nearly gone already. I don't think the Lapsus has the, oh my god, the energy to catch up. That is just brutal. Oh, it's staying after the crew, so a destroyer's got involved. The Lapsus has been caught again. Apparently weakness is railguns. All of my dead ships over here are still dead. Good. No, that's being railgunned by another ship. The enemy's now railgunning this one. I'm being saved by pirates! I'm the invader! This is just dumb! So, there are minor issues with my fleet doctrine and design. Mainly, I can't catch up with range, so I'm bringing in the bombers and fighters, the high-speed chase units, because they're the ones who should be able to get behind and wipe them out. But for now, technical issues. One of which being I don't have any nukes with me, so we're using regular missiles on our bombers, which is a minor concern. Either way, one station down. Ooh. And my blockade force is occasionally picking off forces around near the edge. As you can see, the Apostle's Dawn died over there. A Wayfarer is being melted over here. I am still gathering resources, despite the fact that the enemy is taking out all my bigger ships. Oh, I've lost so many ships. Is what, 4 destroyers? 10 destroyers lost since the beginning? They're good at lower ranges. Anything above 16, slight issues. Oh, the last of it is burning. Oh, it's just burning. In an effort to speed up and modernise my fleet, because weirdly I don't have any nukes, this nuclear bomber has been converted to a small assault cannon vessel. As you can see, it's got 2 side engines like this, and a big dual cannon on the front. It's still an 8-man ship. I don't know if it's going to be effective or not, but it exists, so we'll see. I have finally figured out how to destroy these things, and it is sacrificing bigger ships so that the new sniper bombers can get involved. The beam is doing a literal ion storm and taking stuff out, so these things can move 120 meters a second. I don't know if they can with the supercharge at the back. If they can't, it's 100 meters a second. So we're going to do that at test, but either way, I have been building these things and sending them in to finally kill this off. As you can see, it's finally dead an hour and about 15 ships later. The invasion is back on. Oh my god. I do kind of like the sniper bombers. They are really cool. I do like the ion thing, although I don't know how fast it's really killing, so we may need a couple more. But either way, smaller ships everywhere as escorts. At least with ships like this, I have a fighting chance. It has railguns on it, but at least it's slower moving and mainly based around missile launcher systems. So this thing accidentally met our fleet. As you can see, did not do well. It is currently being engaged by everything. As you may or may not be guessing, more and more of the bombers now exist. A few of them are getting EMP'd, but because these things are single targets, as long as I don't care about the rest of my fleet, I do kill these things. It takes time and effort, but it does, in fact, kill them. I am building more ships. We have more flak on the way because missiles are becoming problematic. But as you can see, this is what the squadrons look like. Massive amounts of sniper bombers Mark III, technically 4, wiping out engines, wiping out missile launchers, and eventually wiping out reactors. All I have to do is sacrifice every single cruiser or destroyer I spent days designing. You see this one in pieces here? There are many such things like that. I have to sacrifice multiple destroyers to take the hits so the snipers can get round the back and take out the ship. Now, of course, I'm still having a few minor issues, as you can see, but the sniper bombers will be sent in massive numbers. Let's take a station. How the hell did the Lapsus get inside this ion storm so deeply? I've just lost a Lapsus. According to this, it went around there, fought something, and I think got pushed in. I wasn't controlling it. Either way, crews are dead. The fleet has been ambushed again by a Tier 18 Zarak. I will be honest. We are having, oh my god, immense trouble. There goes the fighter against these targets. Now, we have destroyers everywhere because I was rebuilding. We have multiple flagships. They're not useful against this. They are currently at the landing point. My laser beam ships, my bombers, they're currently fighting and dying to this. They're out scouting, and this destructor found them. And as you can see, Sniper Bomber Mark 4's are not that effective against it. They need support to take the initial hits. So I've lost the Sniper Bombers. We need to make more of those against a Destructor, which is entirely cannons. So many cannons. And this tier 18 Zauruk, as you can see, is just going through my fleet like delicious butter. Is it a problem? Yes, it's already killed several of my ships and still pushing in. It's just zooming along. Look at the speed. It's going sideways faster than my entire fleet can go forwards. It's just melting ship after ship. And over here, the last of the bombers, as you can see, has just detonated successfully. Oh my god, that was just an overkill. Oh, we're still shooting it. It's dead. We have a single sniper bomber left, another one over here slowly escaping. So, we do not have the firepower to bring down these targets. And obviously we have oh my god, a lot of ships. Like, look at this. We have ships everywhere. We are literally a fleet tactic force. The entire thing's on fire there. There's beams and weapon fire hitting it everywhere. But we're not doing enough. Like, we're genuinely not doing enough. Railguns are ignoring it. I have EMP everywhere. Huge amounts of EMP. Now, we are taking out the rear, which is great. But as you can tell, I think, honestly, the fleet is failing. I could spend ages, absolutely ages, rebuilding my forces, and I have been trying, but as you can tell with the Imperial Destroyers and the Lapsus, it's just difficult. Luckily, we are punching through, but every time one of these ships comes in at tier 18, I lose a dozen ships holding it back, and that's the problem, isn't it? No matter how much I shoot it, they are killing me. Now, the Lapsuses are my most powerful ship, but even when the beams get focused, look, he's just straight through. There goes the front. We are turning all of the shield generators into a sea of fire, which is great. But as you can see, that's gone straight through, punched through there. There goes the gun on that side. The beams start turning up to this side, taking out the lasers. This is officially better than my cruiser. And it's also smaller than my cruiser, but obviously much better design. Well, that punched through. Good. See that? The Rangers are punching. Really punching. This is why we have Rangers as well. So multiple targets, multiple positions. That ship is dead. More repairs are needed. And we've lost another 8 ships. It's hard to tell in this mess. As you can tell, every time I rebuild, we come back here and I get attacked again. It's just been a nightmare. And that cannon ship is hunting down my sniper bombers, as you can see. So the invasion has not gone well. And these episodes are obviously quite far apart from the previous ones. So my goal is, can I do anything in the next hour or so? Or is this officially the end of the invasion? In an attempt to try and kill at least one more station as this entire force is done. As you can see, I'm pulling in forces. 2 of my bombers made it. I have pulled all my troops away from the exits, the landing points, and so on and so forth. We're not making contact with any of the enemy forces apart from a pirate ship being fought over in the east right now. What that means is, hopefully, the wanted goes away and we can attack a station. But honestly, this might be the last gasp. I am pulling in ship after ship after ship. I have done repairs. As you can see, the ruins are still gone. This is on fire for some reason. We're still getting issues. We're doing what we can with what we have. But the fleet's doctrine has failed us. Given more time, I could probably do better. But for now, this is what I've got. So we go with what I've got. It's a one final assault. Different waves of forces, destroyers and stuff are moving along to here, across, and then round to this station here where we're going to attack it. There's about 3 waves coming in, and the remnants of ships, including flag frigates, are still being pulled along. What can move will now move. Dozens of ships. Remaining ships. I've lost dozens of ships. You've seen the damage across the board. There's been death literally everywhere. Or the fleet gets ambushed as it's travelling? The fleet's getting ambushed while it's travelling. Now, this is a minor problem, as you can imagine, because I think that's the cannon, or it's railguns. It's another Cassiopeia, and it's already picked off the sniper bombers and the unmanned ships and the fighters. So, we've already been massively engaged against something which we can't really kill. Luckily, it is turning. The fighter has no missiles. It's been firing them continuously. The bomber might be able to bring down the engines. If we can do that, it'd be great. Luckily, it's not paying much attention to us, so we can burn the rear of it. Although I don't know why they're aiming at pieces of its armour. Aim for stuff like engines. What's the targeting like in this system? Either way, that's dead. That's extremely dead. Okay, this is going in. The Arbiter. Ooh, can you surrender? We surrender. Wait, I paid them? I'm the weak one? Well, that's gone at least. This is basically dead. We carry on pushing towards the station with whatever's left. If, you know, the railgun doesn't cut us in half while it slowly catches on fire. Please burn faster, railgun. Okay, we're avoiding the Cassiopeia. The 2 Arbiters have it. Everyone else is leaving. We are turning to take on the station. We've made it to the station. Our forces are officially here. Whatever's happened, looks like its defensive force has been killed. So we are now engaging this. This is an easy kill. Wait, are you trying to surrender? Are you actually trying to surrender? What do you mean rejected? You just hailed me. Oh well, we're killing this station with our fleet, so I'm going to keep on pushing. The more station we can kill, the better. I want to try and cleanse this system before their fleets kill me. The only happy thing about their stations is that they appear to have no weapon systems whatsoever. Like, I fought tougher stations, so without their defences, this is an easy kill. Just like that, we melt through it, we'll go through, we'll take out the large reactor core, and the centre will hopefully explode. I will say, going up against a force which is mainly railguns and lasers, you'd expect to find a bit more ammunition so I could rearm my destroyers. There is not. Currently what I'm looting is the bare basics of existence. Nothing useful, can't rearm the cannon. But either way, this, as soon as that explodes, is a second dead station. There we are. Another one gone. Either way, the fleet is now moving to the next one over here. If we make it, I will take that as victory. If we die on the way, we have lost. Let's kill this final station. Maybe another one. Let's kill this final station, because it's only meant to be 3. So one of these is a fake. Great news, we are in fact being intercepted. It's an Orion. The fleet turns, the fleet burns. We've already lost a fighter. Oh my god. Alright, hit it everywhere. It is already, well, it is melting everything it can. We're EMPing it. If we can get behind it, that'd be great. Half the engine is on fire, half... Oh, that's just gone, actually. That's dead. That one's gone. That one's having trouble. Burn the engines. Burn that if you can. Go straight through. We are doing significant damage to it, but it's picking off too many ships. But luckily, we are breaking through, and with that, the entire centre detonates. That Orion is dead. Whatever's left moves on to the station. We will not be distracted. What falls behind is left behind, which in this case is about 4 more frigates. Yay. What the hell is that inside my lines? Oh my god. What is this? A Shestopia? Well, it just took out the Harrin. The flak frigate is turning and it's quite literally burning. The Nutmeg just got strafed. There's more ships coming out of here. We did just pass an asteroid field and things are going great. We're going to have to engage that too. The flak frigate's gone. That's 4 ships. We're still engaging it. I don't think we've done very much. The problem we've had is it caught me as my fleet was moving. Remember, beams and stuff are quite literally my weakness. Oh god, there's 2 of them. The 2 Lapsuses are at the back. They're not moving fast enough. Currently, they are destroying every one of my Imperial destroyers. The outer edge is on fire. Yeah, the fact that the armour doesn't really burn anymore has really screwed my fleet. We took too long in the campaign. We would have done much more damage earlier on. That ship is also gone. That destroyer is being pushed. These 2 get round behind that one. Do it now. We are burning this at the back at the very least. If we can take that out, I'll be happy. The 2 Lapsuses are on the way, but I can officially state that the invasion is over. Come on, Lapsus and Lapsus. The Mark 12s are the only way forward. Do better. Get the beams going in. I don't know what they're targeting, but either way, it's burning. Because of the output of their fire, they do hit everything. Oh my god, there's so many dead ships, but I'm actually getting significant lag just on these fights. Yeah, see that is how it should look. Completely and totally going. There we are. See that? This is why the cruisers were needed. The cruisers get backed up by destroyers and the frigates distract. Right now, of course, we don't really have any frigates left to distract, and the destroyers are mostly destroyed. What are you aiming at? You're meant to be shooting this one. But either way, sadly, this is where the invasion falls. Everything has gone to hell. As we look around the remnants, you can see a lapsus there. The remnants of the cones just there being destroyed by the Chestopior. And this one over here is pushing the Raymond out there and melting it down. I have had a lot of damage and devastation. It is quite literally repairable. As you can see from the resources, there is elements everywhere. I can easily rebuild from this. I can get the fleets back up. That would mean a lot more time, a lot more effort. This series is officially coming to an end. You can win with a fleet. But this fleet, sadly, as you can tell, look at it, met its match against beams and long-range firepower. We will try again, but for now, the fleet has been destroyed. We are wanted, we do have resources, the forward operating base still exists, and more ships exist there. But for now, I have been the Fallen Shogun. If you want to try any of these designs, they are linked down below. I should have all of them up. Also the older designs with the new designs. Well, for now, we head to Star Sector, where the Orcish Empire rises. I've been the Fallen Shogun. Thank you for watching the fleet. I'm sorry the ending took so long. And I'm sorry that the cultists survived. Take care. Good luck. Goodbye.